Hey, everybody. Welcome. We'll wait just a few minutes because I'm early. I never know if people will get this. This will get on or not. So, all right. Oh, some people are already on here. Welcome. Welcome. We're going to do something really fun today. I kind of want to do just something a little bit different. And I know I have done this a little bit, but I'm going to go a little bit more thorough on it, is what I do for divination. And hi, Michael. I have a few things I want to show you. So I have, I've been looking on going to a conference this year because I thought I'm going to do some new things because I'm going to kind of market myself. And so I'm going to try to go maybe to some conferences this year if I can. I know I'm starting a new job, but hopefully I can get off. And I saw this cryptid conference and it had Ron Moorhead, had all the big names to it. And it had this new guy. And I was like, holy cow, I've never seen a cryptid guy like this before. Like, what? And so I researched him because I've never seen him, with I call them like the Brat Pack. They're the big guys that have done all the groundbreaking. I mean, the ones that were going were groundbreaking and have all the knowledge and on the boots on the ground kind of knowledge. So I go, who's this guy? And so then there's this picture up. You're going, And so then I research him. Well, that picture is probably about 40 years old. And he has changed a lot, but I still don't know who he is. I guess he's an intuitive that they bring in and to talk with the Sasquatch, mind link with the Sasquatch. So I'll have to research him a little bit more and see if he's someone I want to bring on my show. That's what I was going with that, is that it'd be nice to have more people that are like me, intuitive like me, to come on the podcast on Unveiling the Truth 333. So I have a new shirt on and it says we should have built the wall. And it's all the Indian chiefs. And I will go right on. Yes, you should have built the wall because I'd probably still be in Scotland right now if you had built the wall, my family. So I thought I have to have this t-shirt. So anyway, I thought it was good. Hi, Ashley. Good to see you. Glad you can join me because if you guys don't mind, I don't know if I asked my guide because I told her I wanted to work with divination tools and show what I do and how they respond to me because some people are scared of them. Now, most of you know that I started with an oracle, with a angel board, and it's angel boards are like a Ouija has a planchette, but it's an angel board. So I thought it was safe because it said angel on it, and it didn't work for like a month, and I was ready to throw it away, going, these things suck. This doesn't work at all. Then it started working, and I went, oh, okay. And so I started using it. And so my first channelings, like Steve McQueen, is what I did. It was like my lead in. I started with the angel board and the planchette, but it's kind of tedious because it spelled it out. And then I started realizing I was getting messages through, and then that's when I just started channeling. So I started with the angel board, and then I started channeling. So, and that Steve McQueen, the second Steve McQueen channeling is my biggest one. It's before YouTube started messing up with my channel. I used to get 10,000 views. Then that started diminishing through the year. And now I can't get that much anymore because I'm not sure why, but they halted me. And so anyway, I wouldn't recommend an angel board though, or a Ouija at all, because the planchette, even though you close down your board, the planchette, and I would put it always back in the box. So if you put the planchette facing the front of the Ouija board, even though you've closed it down and put it in the box, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. I put it in the second bedroom. I have another bedroom, And so I put the box away. I think I was doing Nollywood. I think I was during the Nollywood time I was using it. And because my birth father, Bobby Hyatt, he's a child actor, and he acted with Natalie Wood, and then became a producer and screenwriter, and produced some of his own films. So, so when I kind of started knowing I was psychic, I thought, I want to talk to my dad, and because he's deceased, and he basically brought in Natalie Wood. So I thought that was, so I did a lot of Natalie Wood channeling. So long story short, I started hearing sounds coming out of that bedroom. But every time I went into the bedroom, the sounds went away. And then I would come back out, and then I'd start hearing these sounds. And it was a really odd sound too, like. And so I would rush into that room to see what it is. And then I realized the sound is coming from the box, the angel box, board box. I'm like, are you kidding me? What the heck? And then I realized the planchette was still moving on the board, even though it was in the box sideways. And I went, okay, this is going out in the trash right now. So I took the box and I took it right out into our garbage dump. I mean, I went away from the house and into the garbage dump. So that box went in the garbage dump. I chose not to ever do that again. So I said, I want something that is divination, that kind of is an affirmation of what I do. And so I just kind of was thinking. And so then I got one of these, which you know what these are. And so I've had several. And I used to have them that had, oh, it's going to start moving already, the stones on them. And I found the heavier they are down here, the better they move for me. But this one is full copper. And this is my favorite one. I think I got this on Etsy. And so most people do it this way, that if you want it, let's see if I have to hold really still. If you want it to say yes, it's working its way into a circle. So it goes in there. It's going into a circle. I'm trying to hold still. Sometimes when you look at it, your hand kind of does this. There we go. Now it's going into the circle. So that's yes. Okay, can you stop for me? Stop, stop, stop. Okay, stop. Just completely stop. Stop. Thank you. Now let's do no. And for me, no. Let's see if they can do it. It will do it. Okay, now you stopped. Okay, no. Can you get your momentum up again? So it's back and forth. So back and forth is no. Let's see how long that takes to do it. And I'm holding my hand here. I know there's boards. Thank you. Thank you very much for doing this for me. But I found that copper is the best. I also have a ring that has copper on it. It has 2 feathers on each side, and then it's copper. And then this is a Tibetan ring that is for good luck and wisdom. And I got this, I think I got this off Amazon. And it has inside, it has all this inscription of Tibetan prayers inside the ring. And so it came in one size, which is way too big for me. So it goes on the thumb. So that's that. It's a pendulum. That's what I wanted to say. So this is what I went to next. And then I thought, I'm tired. Let's just go. Let's go start again. Okay. It's going to go into a yes. So sometimes, okay, you can stop. Sometimes it takes a while for it to get going. My cat's coming around. Oh, hello, Giffen. Are you going to say hi? One day I'm going to get Giffen on camera. Giffen is my rescue cat. Yeah, he was abused, abandoned, and then sent outside to live his life. And he became a feral cat for 7 years. And then a lady said, this is a Siamese cat. This is a Seal Point Siamese cat. This is an expensive cat. What's it doing out here? And so she brought it home and then brought it into the facility, and they worked with the cat for several months, and then I adopted it. And it has taken 2 years for this cat to really feel safe. And I told this cat, you will never suffer again, not on my watch. I have very strong viewpoints on a few things. One is if anybody abuses another person or deception, I will say it, and I will put a post out, and I will not have anyone close to me deceive anybody else on my watch. And so that's who I am. And that cat will never suffer again, not on my watch. So my job that I'm going into now, I prayed for this, is I wanted to serve the community. I wanted to make the same amount of money I'm making right now. I want to work like half day because I want to work just part-time because I want to do all this stuff part-time. And God answered me. And I'm working for a community that is of Idaho. In fact, I had to go get drug tested the other day. And that was an experience. I was scared just walking in there. And then this creepy guy gives me a cup. I'm going, okay, you're creepy. Go away, and I'll do this. And I go, what a creepy job. You know what? It was so, I mean, here I am in the medical field. So here you are, got to do this thing in a cup. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. So then he brings the cup back to the office. You follow him back to the office. And then he has this just little computer right here. And then the cup goes on this handle thing. So it must have something behind it. And then it has these little lines in the cup that read it. So, of course, I don't have any drugs. So he turns around and goes, okay, you don't have any drugs in your system. You're good to go. Okay. And then he takes the cup and he throws it under his desk in the trash. You can hear it hit the trash. And I go, are you kidding me? Are you I checked in this office. Are you telling me there's a trash on the other side of this desk that's full of people's urine? Are you kidding me? Get me out of here. I can't get out of there fast enough. It's just like, ugh, I'm in the medical field. That is so not ethical to have everybody's pee right there. Anyway, so we are going to work with with my divination rods. So how I found out about this, I don't know if any of you know the show Channeling Eric. They, at the very beginning, they had a intuitive that they used, and then she stopped after a year or two, and then they went to other intuitives. Well, one of the intuitives was using rods, and I went, what are those? And so I started watching it. And so I bought some from a ghost hunter on eBay. She hand makes them, and I wanted copper because I like copper. And so I got the short ones, and they have wood handle. And so let me show them to you. So it's very loose. And these, I think, are just 12 inches maybe. And then it has a little tip on there just so it's not pointy. And so I use my divination rods, and you can teach your rods to do whatever you want to do. So I taught my rods, which is the spirit. I just asked. So yeses are a cross. Well, that's love. They're going to go into love. Thank you. Okay. This is another new thing. They point to my heart. So they point to my heart. So that's another love. So I appreciate it. I prayed for my guide that I wanted angels here today. And so we have angel presence today. And so I think that's pretty cool that we have that. And so now they're doing yes. And then we have no is crossing over. And then we showed you love. Love was there. And love is there. The helicopter was a presence that my guide and I have. Let me do this. So they're going to do that helicopter. I always have to have two up. They won't do it unless I have two up. The helicopter was Alon, and then Cassandra adopted it, my guide, and it's excitement. So when there's things like they go, yeah, they start spinning, 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 spinning. So that's called the helicopter. And it usually is just on my left side. Other people have it on another. So that's just how I work. And when it stops like that and points away, that means, are you pointing at yourself? Yeah, oh, you're pointing. Well, I don't know what that means. So it's pointing at my heart again. So that's how I use my copper rods. Thank you. Sometimes, like right now, the spirit is light. Sometimes they get really solid when they really are meaningful. So the copper rods will be really solid. So that is those. And as I say, you really have to practice with them. This is so loose. And when they start going, sometimes it's like I'm using my hand right now. So you can use your hand because once your eye sees that movement, your hand wants to see the movement. So you have to really work on keeping your hand straight where it doesn't move and the rod does move. So, and let it do its own thing. So it's just floundering because it doesn't have its friend. Okay. Yes. You can't, you don't know how to answer. So this is just yes and no questions. So they keep pointing at me today. That's interesting. They're pointing at me. It's interesting. Thank you. So I'm going to do some cards. And also behind me, you're seeing a bunch of deck of cards. So I use cards sometimes, not all times, but I'm a freak because as you can see, I buy a lot. I don't keep all the card decks that I buy because some of them just mean nothing to me, but some of them are good. And most of these behind me are really the good decks I like. If I'm wanting more information, I call them a lead-in. So just like when I do animal cards, it will lead me into a subject matter. So, and I shuffle. I'm a shuffler of cards. Everybody does it differently. Where when I shuffle and a card flies out, then that is from my spirit guide. She's pulling it out for me for the person. And then I will just do a reading on that subject matter because that means it's something that it's leading me to that door. So cards behind me are what I use. There's a lot back there. Also, we'll go through my soaps. I want to talk. Don't let me forget about talking to you about my soaps because they're super cool. I'm going to be posting those tomorrow. So I did some cards for us today to start off with, and then I want to do a reading from Bruce Lee today. I am learning about this man so much that I'm gonna do a show on him, but he struggled so much to bring forth his not just being Chinese. I mean, Hollywood just would not give him a break. And so I really want to bring forth and not let people forget. He's not forgotten in the fighting world. I mean, there's millions and millions of people that are still all about Bruce Lee. But I want to bring his wisdom to the forefront because he is probably one of the wisest kind of Chinese shaman, if there's such a thing, here. And he talks a lot about water and the fluidity of water. And he said, if you put water in a cup, the water becomes the cup. So really think about that. If you put water in a tea kettle, it becomes a tea kettle. And then water it can just mold, and it can be calming or it can be fierce. Really think about that. It took me a while to really think. You put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. It's a metaphor. You talked in metaphors, and everybody can interpret it their own way. So I'm going to read a few things that were very profound. So I'm going to start with the animal card. Sorry. I went for a long walk today. The animal card, you just can't make some of this stuff up. I do want to tell you, after the last session we had Wednesday, I had a really weird weekend. I talked with you on Wednesday. We did that channeling. I went to bed and I hadn't been able to sleep until after that channeling. And then I got up the next morning, and one of my computers I usually always keep plugged in, my computer was unplugged. But it was just like someone just went a little bit out and just left it right there unplugged. And it was plugged in when I went to bed. And then there is these stickers that I put on the soap was on my workbench, and it was on the kitchen floor upside down. And I go, but it was flat on my workbench. I've never had any paper, anything ever fall off of that. But it was in the middle of my kitchen floor upside down. And I go, someone was here last night and they were letting me know that they were here. And so I haven't figured out who it was, but someone was here. So, and this card that came out is beautiful. And I changed Unveiling the Truth 333 to a white tiger. And I was going to talk to you, Michael, about this, that I think if we do another oracle deck, I kind of would like to do it out of a white tiger and mystical, and how beautiful that picture is. It just means something to me. And then I was just thinking of that today. And then this card fell out of the deck for us today. So this is Lion, Higher Calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. And your tribe. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. And I really, that hit my heart, because I protect my tribe. I protect you guys. And so if I have to take someone away from being an important person, I will do that to protect my tribe, because I will not do anything to harm you guys. And if I see someone that I'm involved with in YouTube or whatever, I will remove them, because if they're going to harm people in my tribe, it's not happening, because I'm here to protect you. And so that's the fierce lion mama in me. And so, and I hope you guys do the same for me if need be. So that's our animal card. Sometimes you can't make this stuff up. So I have a deck. Let me get it. So now people are doing these now. Not me. I think it comes out of China. These are oracle cards that are AI. No one wrote them. Someone just put a subject on it, and AI, and then they printed a picture and it took it off. So these are AI. These aren't done by a psychic. They're not done by a human being. But let me tell you, I love these cards. Angels, I feel, because I've used my guide using AI, I say, go into the system and help me create. And so I feel sometimes that things can be angelically manipulated through AI. I think angels, guides, other species, they can manipulate our systems. And so, to be honest with you, I really like these 2-card decks. I don't even remember. I think I got them off Temu. I don't even remember where I got them. So this one's Soul Contract. We're going to use this one today. And then this one is Repair, Evolution, Growth Oracle cards. And they are so, they don't even have a name of who designed them. It has nothing. It just talks about the cards. So there's no designer of these cards. So this is a new thing coming. So I normally would be not get something like that, but I'm finding I kind of like them. And my next Oracle deck, I kind of would like to do where it has the name on one side, it has the writing on the other, and you can read all about it on the back side. So this one is Boundless Love. Love is an infinite force. Let it nourish your soul and spread it to the world. And I like that, spread it to the world. So this is Boundless Love. And I just did a podcast on men from my man's book on how men say, I love you and love you. There's a difference and there's a meaning in each one. So Light of Truth is the next one. And this is the light of truth, dispels confusion, offers clarity and insight. Follow its guidance to uncover deeper wisdom within yourself. Let's see if you guys can see that. Okay. And then this one is the repair one. It's taking the leap, courage. You have to let go of something good to get something great. Taking the leap into the unknown can be scary, but you are being called to have faith in yourself and the universe. If you want to experience the next level of success, you cannot stay comfortable. Enjoy the journey. That was pretty cool. Okay, we're going to bring Bruce Lee in now. So I wanted to read something that was written in this book. A learned man once went to visit a Zen teacher to inquire about Zen. As the Zen teacher talked, and the learned man frequently interrupted to express his own opinion about this or that. Finally, the Zen teacher stopped talking and began to serve tea to the learned man. He poured the cup full, then kept pouring until the cup overflowed. Stop, said the learned man. The cup is full. No more can be poured in. Like this cup, you are full of your own opinions, replied the Zen teacher. If you do not first empty your cup, how can you taste my cup of tea? And I want you to know that that was my weekend in a nutshell. Right there. Right there. Okay, let's see. There's one more. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to read this, and it's going to be for all of you to understand. And this is a book for free spirits, this chapter. Self-actualization, I cannot say that word, is the important thing. And my personal message to people is that hope is, my personal message to people is that I hope they will go toward self-actualization rather than self-image actualization. I hope that they will search within themselves for honest self-expression. Bruce Lee. He has so much, you guys. This is a great book. And his daughter, I want to get another book. His daughter wrote a book, Bruce Lee, and Be Water, My Friend. It's called Be Water, My Friend. And Bruce Lee talked about water all the time. And I want to kind of want to go in his last days. I was studying, and they're complicated. I think he was in China. And because he went to China to do film because the United States was just not using him like they should. And so I want to see if he died of natural causes or something interrupted his cycle of life. And so I don't know, out of respect for his daughter, I don't know if I'll channel him. I'll see. He's the one that came to me, so I think he has something to say. So I'll see if I channel him or not. So, let's see. What else did I want to do? Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, I watched Channeling Eric. Ashley, did you watch it when she first started? I can't remember the mom's name. Actually, I was a psychic for them on their website. I didn't go on the show. I had to be vetted. And so I got vetted by this girl, and I had to do a reading for this girl to get onto the website. And so this girl just cried through my whole reading, and I went, okay. And anyway, she said, yeah. And so then, what's the mother's name? Anyway, the mother wanted me to do a reading for her with Eric. And I decided that I would be too limited to be a psychic for channeling Eric, because it would just have to be with what Eric has to say, where I bring in all sorts of species and personalities, and I wanted to do more. This is going yes. I'm sorry. I'm doing my pendulum. It was going yes. And I just wanted to do more. So I just found that would be too limiting, even though it would have been great exposure. What? Yes, they had a channeling of John Wayne years ago in which he mentioned me. What? That's so funny. Michael's probably blowing a gasket, because John Wayne is huge in Alon's life. He loves John Wayne, and I've channeled John Wayne. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. But I could have been with her, but I just decided to go my own way. He said there was a woman named what? And for them to get in touch with you. What? Well, they didn't pay attention to that. How many years ago was that, Ashley? It was really funny, because the mom, they have a really nice house. I can't remember where they live. I don't know if it's Arizona, Texas. I'm not sure. And I have to go. Yeah, will you send that to me? Do you have my email? robinhyatt@yahoo.com. Ashley, I want to listen to that. That's funny. And so the mom, this is all on the air. So the mom, they had a son, and he was a little bit troubled, and he was pretty young. I think he was like 16. I'm not sure. 15, 16. And he took his own life in his bedroom. And of course, the mom found it. She's a doctor, or maybe a surgeon. I'm not sure. A medical field. And she's highly skilled. I think she's a surgeon. Anyway, it was unfortunate. So she started going to psychics because she wanted to communicate with her son. Well, she found this one psychic that was right on the money, and she was adorable. She was so cute. And so she said, I know I'm not the only one that has children that have gone on through their own demise. So maybe we can help people, and let's do a show. So she started the show. Jamie, what was Jamie's last name? Jamie was the first psychic, and I loved her. I actually learned so much, and that's where I started really wanting to start channeling. Right when I started watching your channel, it was one of my connecting pieces of the puzzle, beginning of my awakening. Yeah. I think I was awakening at the same time you were awakening. And so she had mentioned at one time she lost a ring. I think she lost her wedding ring. Well, I knew where it was. I saw it. Actually, Eric showed me where it was, and I wanted to get it to her. I wanted to tell her where it was. And she has little grandkids, and one of the little grandkids found it and tucked it in this carpet area. And it's like tucked in the carpet. And so you can't vacuum or anything it up. They shoved it into this area. And so then I never did the channeling for her. So I was going to tell her where her ring was. So I thought, oh, that's okay. So that would have been a very interesting experience. The website, come to find out, that website, the lady that was doing the website, because we actually had to pay money. It was like $15 a month. And then people would come to us and we do sessions for them. This lady, instead of giving it to the foundation of the mom, she was keeping it. She was keeping all of our psychics' money. And then they found out, and then it got closed down. And I went, "Oh, I'm out. This is just too much drama. There's just too much drama." And I think you just learn that in this field, maybe sometimes it's good just to walk alone, and it's good to have a community. It's good to have a tribe, and take care of your tribe, and then focus on that. And maybe it's good sometimes just to walk alone, because I'm not here to be successful. I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do. And I kind of got an inkling of something that has happened just recently, and I'm going to see where it goes. I'm thinking something might be bigger on the horizon, and then I have to choose if that might be something that I ever want to walk into, because it would change everything. So we'll keep that as a focus, because I don't know. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes if you go too big, then you lose things. And so I don't know if I want to do that or not. So just a thought. So, right. Okay. So we have Ashley and Michael. Do you guys, I know we have more people on here. Do you guys want to do you want a reading? I'll pull a card from my oracle deck. I was going to pull it. Ashley, how are you doing with the oracle deck? And Michael, you have one, but you don't have the new one. I'm a loser. I haven't sent it out, Michael, yet. Sorry. Good. So I'm going to pull out, just for fun, because I know Michael knows this deck more than I know this deck. Michael on here is the one that designed. He was my designer. I was the channeler, and he is the designer of this oracle deck. And so a lot of it is his inspiration, intuitive. He doesn't think he's intuitive, but you have to be intuitive to be able to put something like this together that you've never done before. So sorry, Michael, you are intuitive. You got what it takes. So we're going to do, and I have my angels here, and we're going to do Michael. Hold on. This ring is not going to work with this. Nope. There's it. Okay. Upright. Oh, Michael, you got the perfect card. I'm not going to show it to you right now. Let me get the book. So Michael got card 30, the benevolent purification, upright. So when they're upright, there's a message. And if it's this way, there's a lesson to be learned. All positive. It's all going to be positive. So Michael knows this by heart, but I'm just going to read just a little excerpt of it. This is your personal quest and rite of passage. Through every trial faced, every lesson learned, every step of growth embraced, You have been chosen for a great honor. The Alabaster Codex, we love that, is not given lightly. It is sacred recognition of your perseverance, integrity, and devotion to higher truth. With this gift comes the power to discern, to guide, and to uplift others with wisdom you carry. Embrace this moment with gratitude, for you are not only enlightened, but a beacon of light. Walk forward with confidence and know that you are seen, honored, and recognized in the heavenly realms. That, oh, hold on. I just got a huge angel hug. Hold on. Oh, that just brought tears to my eyes. Whew. Um, the uh, the highest force, the highest forces have acknowledged your journey, and in their eyes, you are an angel among mortals. Whew. Sorry, that's making me cry. Wow, Michael. Wow. Whew. Okay, my angels are here, and they're speaking to you guys. That was beautiful, Michael. I hope you felt that. Feel that energy. Feel that energy. Feel that you are so loved. I know things aren't going as fast as you want them to go, but I appreciate you and all your endeavors, your kindness, your brotherhood, and you being my soul, my twin soul. Ooh, okay. You are the best. Okay, no makeup now. The only time I wear makeup, then I cry. I haven't cried in a long time. So, also, good news on on Unveiling the Truth 333. I'm doing February. I have a lineup on in February, and I'm having amazing people come on, and then I'm going to talk about Bruce Lee on my own. And in March, somehow this channel is flowing. I didn't know how it was going to flow. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to even keep it after this weekend, but I'm glad I did. And I thought I'm going to go. I'm going to go for it because I can do this. I can do it. I can learn anything. Michael's helps me, but pretty much I think I've learned a lot. And I decided in March, oh, you guys, I'm so excited. I don't know if you know who Barb Shoop is. Barb Shoop is a Bigfoot researcher, experiencer. She takes people every summer to a spot and they have experiences with orbs and Bigfoot. And I wanted to go one year. I almost went one year to one of her campouts, and I just couldn't get there up to Washington State to experience it. I kind of was a little bit scared too because it happens to her. She is the only one in the world that got Sasquatch veiled on camera. It would look like Predator. You could totally see it. And I went, you should be the biggest thing in the whole world that you are the only one in the world that I know of that you got Sasquatch jumping down from a tree and then running away, looking at you and then running away. You can actually see it, but it's invisible. And you got it on film. And anyway, I just think she's the most wonderful woman. And she devoted her life. It's so funny that you see a Sasquatch in your life and your whole life changes and you start Sasquatching. I mean, how does that? It changes your life when you see cryptids, when you see entities that are not of this world. It changes your life. And I was just thinking about Barb, and I thought, how would her life be if she never saw Bigfoot? How would her life be? And she lives in the most beautiful area in the world, in Washington State. And I just thought I'm so excited to have her on. So one show also Michael's going to help me with. Yay! Michael's going to help me with one of my shows. We're going to talk about the benevolent because it's time that we bring it forth a little bit, because they found, as you know, I posted it, they found a skull in Peru that is almost identical to one of the species, Hatan, that the Jafakian race, and I wrote about in my book, The Benevolent. So we are going to have a presentation about the benevolent. We're going to bring this forward. It's something that I need to bring forward. It's been out for a year now, and we have 2 books of species, and I need to bring it forward. And we need to bring forward all these things that they're finding that are very similar to my book. And so he is going to help me do that in March. So it's going to be Robin and Michael. And we're going to do, Ashley, we're going to do a card reading for you. Hey, Layla. And then we'll do one for Layla. Layla, tell me something new. You know, I learned something about you the other day when you were asking Brad questions on the other show. You are smart, girl. You were like way above me. Okay, Ashley, you got card. Oh, Ashley, you got card 20. If you have your book out, I'm just going to read a little bit of it. This trust, Ashley. And we have trust is courage. When I channeled this, I wanted to channel trust. Trust is probably one of my biggest downfalls. Is I think you get it from hard knocks in life that you don't trust people. And sometimes you trust them and you have good faith, and then no, you shouldn't trust them. And so I guess I will trust someone until they prove to be untrustworthy, put it that way. And so, Ashley, you got upright position. It's never too late to trust. You have strengthened your trust in yourself and your decisions, building confidence in who you are. Trust takes courage. That was huge when I channeled this. That trust takes courage. Trust is courage. To be trustworthy, speak the truth. So true. Keep your promises. Think before you speak. Look before you leap. And treat others the way you want to be treated. Trust is a skill. I thought that was a huge statement. Trust is a skill that can be learned and perfected. And it also is a choice. In the chaos of life's battles and decisions, trust is often overlooked. But when your choices are sound, trust follows naturally. Trust in your strengths, not your weaknesses. From the beginning, trust has been central to humanity. Adam and Eve trusted God until eternal influences sowed doubt, altering the course of mankind. Trust is hope, faith, and confidence. These cards are so powerful. And for those that don't know that are listening, I channeled every single one of these cards twice for a lesson and a message. And then Michael did the rest of the work. Layla, I got your... Oh, good. You got the cards yesterday. Have you been playing with them yet? Read the front of the book to get your energy, all your energy in it. Okay, let's do Layla. Actually, let me do this first. So usually repeatedly, I will just take them and you can't see what I'm doing. I'm messing them up because I'm doing all these different readings. So hold on. So if anybody else is on here that wants a free reading, I will do a free reading for you with these oracle cards of Robin Hyatt. Okay. Layla. I've been thinking about you. Sometimes Layla goes silent on me, and then it makes me think of her. And I thought, what is she doing? I haven't heard from her. Okay. Oh, here's your card. Oh, you got my favorite, one of my favorites. So you got card 3, my favorite number. 3. You got card 3. Isn't your number 3? Isn't that your number? Oh my gosh. Okay. So 3 is 9 lives. Hold the mystery in you. And you do that. I'm going to read this, but this is totally about you. So this card, I wanted to do a cat card. And I wanted to do my cat, my Siamese. So this is in honor of my rescue cat, the 9 lives. And this card, I don't know if you can see it. Some of the Siamese have lavender eyes, some have gold eyes, some have the blue eyes. I just thought this was so pretty, how it came out. And as Michael, and you can see behind me, Michael says that we don't think we could replicate this deck if we tried. We couldn't replicate it if we tried. And it's upright, 9 lives. Do not reveal too much too quickly. Mystery draws people in and adds to your allure. You are careful about what you share with others, knowing that too much self disclosure has a potential to create jealousy or misunderstood. This could be for family too. You have a natural and wise discernment about what to share and what to keep sacred. I think that's really important. And I have met so many people that just spew out everything about themselves. And I think it has to be wise discernment, and you need to keep things sacred. Some things you just need to keep sacred. You don't have to share everything, but some things you really do need to keep sacred, for just between you and spirit, between you and God, between you and your husband, between you and your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Some things are just meant to be sacred and not shared with everybody. This is a form of self-mastery. Reflect on what needs to be released and what should remain in that sacred spaces of your heart and mind. Allow others to wonder about you. It is part of what makes you intriguing. They will admire your self-confidence and be drawn to the subtle mystery you embody. That's pretty cool. So that's just such a beautiful card. I hope you can see it. So cool. And I think it's just us kids online. We have a few more, but no one's talking. So I just wanted to be online. I know Ashley has rods. I know Michael has rods. I don't know if you have rods, Layla. Do you have rods? Yep. Some people just are really, I think, fearful of it. Also, I want you to know that if I'm at work, of course, I don't have my rods. I don't have any divination. And if I am in a situation where I need my guide, which I've needed, I will use my fingers. So I put my fingers out straight, and then I ask a question, and then I just relax them. And if they cross, that's a yes. And then I'm just going to do this, and this is a no, of course. So I have used my fingers, my 2 fingers, 4 fingers, as divination when I am even. There's one time I was having a conversation at a dinner table, and I wanted to know if what this person is telling me is true. And I put my hands down, past the table, like this, and I'm using my fingers like this to see is that what that person's saying true? No. Okay, that's why I wanted to know. And so you also, if you can relax enough and let the fingers flow, you can use your fingers if you're like out or if you're sitting in your car going, was that true what that person said? I use my fingers sometimes as divination. Also use your mind, but sometimes it's just nice to have a visual. And I know it's yes and no, but sorry that Michael's reading got me crying. So I will be popping on here on Wednesday, and we'll have a really good show on Wednesday. I'll do channeling. I don't think I'm going to do channeling tonight. I just wanted to kind of go through divination. I know a lot of people have asked me about it. I've had a lot of people ask me about a lot of things lately, and I have had several people come to me about what happened this last weekend and why the change on the podcast. And they are sharing me information of what's been talked about me by other people that don't know me. And this is just par for the course. This is almost like my books getting trolled by mean people that don't even know me or haven't even read the books. And so I just want everybody to know that everything was professional with me. There is no, how do I say it? I don't even know how to say it. Anyway, it's professional endeavor. Nothing else. No relationship, nothing. It was just professional on my side. And I'm sure on that other person's side too. So just to smooth out what's being talked about, no. I am 14 years older than that person. Never an interest. It was all work ethic. And what else was said? Something else was challenged about my character. And so it's okay. It's okay. I just want people to know, I want you to look at the trail that certain people leave behind of broken hearts. I have not left a trail of broken hearts behind. And I'm here to help people, raise people up, have them feel good. Oh, that's what it is. They are saying that I am not who I profess to be. And this is funny because it's from people that don't even know me. You people, Ashley, Layla, Michael, you've known me for years and years and years, and you're still here because you know of my character and my good character. And I would never intentionally harm or hurt anyone. I would protect them. And that might harm another person, but I'm protecting them against another person that may harm them. But just so you know that I'm as transparent as they come. I'm just me. You just see me sitting right here. And I serve you. My whole life has been service. When I was in the Mormon church, I did callings and I worked with the youth. My whole life has been service. And as I serve you, I serve God. And that's who I am. And that is my foundation. I have to have God as my foundation. Else, I don't think I could survive this life. And so when I hear things about that, it's okay. This will pass. I'll get over the hump like I had the trolls on Amazon, even though that's not repaired yet. They'll never repair it. And it's just really, it's unfortunate. That's what it is. But I'm finding that when I get kind of attacked, I get stronger. I don't go down. I used to go down and be sad, but I don't do that anymore. I don't know if it's my age or postmenopausal. I don't know. But I get stronger and I go, and I will let you guys know, I will protect you. If there is a wolf in the pack and I find there's a wolf in the pack, I will get rid of that wolf to protect you, just so you know that. And I'll take the hit, and I'm taking the hit for it, but I will protect you. Okay. Off my soapbox. So, Robin Hyatt Body Shop, I have made these beautiful soaps, and I've been using them, so I know exactly how they feel. And I wanted to do one. I love this name because I did a spray, Buddha Farts. So I did a soap, Buddha Farts. And it is blue lotus and vanilla. Has vitamin E, coconut butter, goat's milk, aloe vera. I also put aloe vera in it. And these, I know I'm selling this one probably, I'm trying to sell them cheap. I think this one will be maybe $8. But mine I have used for 2 weeks and it hasn't even shrunk any. These last forever and they're all natural products. So this one I'm going to get these all up hopefully tomorrow. I've been so busy with this new job, and since it's working with youth, and I'm doing referrals and intakes for this company that is an Idaho company for the youth. I have to do all this stuff, and so I'm trying to get my fingerprints now. I have to go get my fingerprinted, so trying to get that, and I'm trying to get corrected. I went to get a criminal evaluation, going, so they know I'm not a criminal, and I found out that my social security number has been compromised. Someone has gone into the system with my social security number with a different name and a different date of birth. So they kicked me out saying that's not you because we already have this in the system as somebody else. And I go, that's my social security number. So now I have to go in and figure out how to get my social security number under me. And then that guy is a criminal who never got my social security number. So then these ones, this one is this is the one I've been using, chamomile white tea luxury soap. So that's what this one is. Just, they're going to look like that. This is a shaman sign. And then this, and it's just a yellow and blue. And this one has flower tea in it. This one has poppy seed on top. And it has my roses. I dried rose petals this summer, and so I put rose petals in here. So if you see some little white and red in there, that is rose petals. I try to get it down all through it, but they floated to the top. So, and then this one is, I'm so sensitive. I'm so sensitive. Soap has no fragrance. It just has all the good stuff, all the moisturizing stuff, no fragrance. So sometimes I like no fragrance. The only fragrance in here is from the cocoa butter, and goat's milk doesn't smell. So if you guys go, ooh, goat's milk makes everything so creamy. These ones I just made today. I made some shaman ones. I made shaman soaps, and it says 100% natural. These ones will probably be only about $5 because they're small. Or I was thinking of selling 2, maybe. So, but they last forever. So this one has all the good stuff in it, but it has Palo Santo fragrance, which is one of my favorite. And it's a duality. It can go for a guy or a girl. And so it's the shaman, because Palo Santo is a shaman and it is a protective thing. So that's really pretty cool. And then the next one is, this is Jack and Jill. So Jack and Jill, I'm selling as 2, even though there's, so the women will have the roses and then the guy will have a tree. I don't have it here. I don't have it here. So it's vanilla. It's just vanilla and poppy seed. So, and poppy seeds can act as a little bit of a scrub. So this one has like roses on the top of it. So that's a female one. And then the guys, when they buy the Jack and Jill, will have the tree of life on it. It's been so fun. I love doing this. And I'm using all body products that have no chemicals in it for the last 3 months. And so my next, once this starts selling a little bit more, then I'm going to go into body creams, body butters. Body butters are my favorite. And then I'm going to do shampoos and conditioners. And I've already studied out how to do it. I just don't want to put all the money into it yet until this starts taking off a little bit. But I think you guys will really feel the difference of natural products without chemicals in it. And they're lasting maybe even longer than commercial products. And it would just be really nice for the world that individual people, all on Etsy, all of us can bring forth natural products for you and bring the world back to the natural zone. I think it's needed. So that's really cool. Anything else? No. I just love the Buddha farts. I hope these take off because I think these are, I just love the name Buddha farts. And this Buddha on here, I don't know if you can see it. He's just laughing. And then there's this fragrance behind him that's pink and blue. There you go. And it just makes me laugh every time. There is a yoga place here, and they have I talked to them because I was gonna try to get on, and they had an event this weekend and I couldn't get on. It was too late. So they're gonna have me next time selling all my products. And then they said, "You're psychic." And I go, "Yeah." And they go, "Hey, okay, we need to meet because we refer people to psychics in our yoga class." And so she goes, "I would probably like you to come teach a class." And my cards and all that. And so I think that's going to be something I'm going to do. Start working with my close knit community here too. So just let's see, no rods yet. You're nervous about it. That's okay. I think I kind of was too. I didn't actually think that they would work. But the rods worked right away. I took them right out and they just started working. I went, "Oh my gosh, that's so awesome." But you want to know what? Not everybody is successful with these things. They just don't have the energy for it. So I'm not sure if that, or it can get complicated. So, like when we were at the prison, Brad was standing by me looking around at stuff, and I was working with the rods. And then the rods gave a name, and it was Brad's middle name and his dad's first name. Then I got information about a guard. So then I thought the name of the guard was this. Come to find out, I had two people there. I had the guard that was trying to talk, and then I had Brad's family member that was trying to talk. So I think that was it was a very complicated session because I couldn't figure out till later that I had two people trying to talk with through my rods because I kept getting complicated answers. And then he was going, "Well, that might be my dad," and I'm going, "I don't know, how do I, I didn't know." So it can be complicated too. 20, so I think Michael's known me since 2021. And Layla, you were before that. I think Ashley was the first um on my channel. And let's see. Oh, did I send you oh, I did. Isn't that a cute little soap? Oh, it's in your Oh, cool. Yeah, you could use it for hand soap. So also on my shop, I have liquid soap too because I use liquid soap and I put it in a pump so you can put it by your sink and stuff. And the one I have, I just made one so far, and that is sandalwood. And I really like the smell of sandalwood. Yeah. I'm excited too. Excited for everything. And I'm thankful for all of you guys. You guys that are here, you guys are my tribe. You are. Yes. And Michael and I do this. We will ask, are they friend or foe? Because I found out that they have to answer me correctly. They can't lie. So you go, are you friend? And if they say yes, then they're friend. Are you foe? If they say yes, then you put the rods down and you start cleansing your house because that's a spirit you don't want around, which is actually kind of nice to know that you might have a spirit hanging around you that is troublesome. And then you start, going through. Interesting. I'll just share this one experience with you that Michael knows. And I had a spirit come through, and it was a very active spirit, and it was a very evil spirit. But it had something to say. And it was, remember that, Michael? That really evil, like, let's see. Anyway, so I did talk to it because it had something to say, which was very interesting. Let me see. Hold on. So you can always ask if it's friend or foe. And then you can also cast them out if it is foe. So, and sometimes I get trickster spirits that are just, I go, where do they come from? But sometimes I think even when you meet people, that something can just be a traveler and come home with you, even out shopping, spirit hop. So you just cleanse yourself. And also, speaking of that, I do have a liquid soap that I put together that is sage. I think it's sage and lavender. It smells really good. And then I put crystals in it. I put was it ground which crystals did I put in it? I think tourmaline in it. So it is to wash the cords off your body. So it is actually, it came from my guide to also have a wash, because as you shower and wash, you're washing it down the drain. You're washing negativity. You're breaking the cords as you're washing. And so she said, let's develop a wash, a natural wash that is of these elements to wash it off and down the drain. And I went, fabulous. So that one is really awesome. And also, probably the number one kind of selling one is Azali. It is the scrub, and it is a detox scrub. And the name is Azalea, is from my grandma. I named it after my grandma, but it's actually azalea, and the smell is the azalea bush. I got the flower, actually essential oils of the flower. I mean, I did a lot of research on this, and so it has just a certain scent, but it's more for detoxing and clarifying. So let me, yeah, yeah, I'll get the soaps up tomorrow. It's a lot of work. I have to do the photos, I have to perfect the photos, and then I have to do it. Also important, ask friend or foe. Okay. And then, yes, Ashley, 2018, 2019, you started watching the channel. Yes, I know. Have I been doing it that long? That's a long time. I love it though. I love it. So anything else anyone wants to say before we close? It's good. It's good talking to you guys. Thank you for your support all this time. Ashley sent me about the John Wayne, and he mentioned Robin. Do you know how long ago that was? That was probably a long time ago. Probably wasn't recently. And I don't think I could do her show. It's too structured. I'm too free spirit, because I'm everywhere. A lot of people that channel, a lot of people that do this stuff, they go through one guide. They go through one person. They channel one person all the time. And I can't do that. I have to channel everybody. I'm gonna channel whoever wants to talk to me. So I'll go out of this world. I will channel Sasquatch. In fact, we got to do more Sasquatch, and I'm trying to find more cryptid people to come on, unveiling the truth 333, because I want to get into more Sasquatch again. I feel like it's kind of oh, I don't know. You know what? This is so funny. See how my eyebrow goes really high here and it's not high on the side? I was trying to lift it up. There's this psychic girl and she was doing tarot cards I was watching today. And I'm not kidding. She is really good. I can't remember her name, but she looks like a kind of gypsy, India gypsy girl. And I was looking at her eyebrow. And when we get into talking, her eyebrows were even. I think mine were even. All of a sudden, her eyebrow starts going way up like this, like mine. Like it goes just totally different. It's just like, my eyebrow does that too. Oh my gosh, I'm not alone. Our eyebrows go up. Anyway, this girl, she mentioned my new job. She mentioned what I was going to do, work with the youth on this new job. And she just mentioned a lot of stuff. And then the Dove and Serpent tarot card reader is a hit and miss on his, but his last show that he just did for Virgo was, I hope, on the money, because it's about money. So I went, right on, man, if this comes true, because it's kind of funny, because there's something on the cusp, and I feel it. Something's coming, and it's like on a cusp, and it will change my life forever if I take the ride. And it's kind of scary and exciting at the same time. But it's just like, I'm on the cusp of something. And just to keep doing what I'm doing, I'm feeling it. And I'm kind of hearing it a little bit. And interesting. It'll be very interesting to see what this is. And I'm just to keep going. I'm on the right path. And I'm thankful for all of your guys' energy. And I want you to know that people that I don't know as well prayed for me this weekend. They prayed that I would have discernment. And they've been praying for me. I didn't realize I had several people pray for me. They wouldn't tell me because everything's our choice. But they prayed for me that I would have discernment. And I think that's why I was so sensitive. And everything was like, what's going on? And I really am thankful for that, because sometimes that's a lesson that if you don't want to get involved, because sometimes when you tell people straight in their face a truth that you know, or several truths that you know, or something, they go, I'm not going to believe you. I don't really even know you. But if you pray for them, that they have discernment and that they will see, then that is amazing. And I really appreciate those people that prayed for me, and I got out fast. And I appreciate their prayers, and that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. And those are good people. Those are good people. Okay, guys, peace out. I will talk to you Wednesday. I think that's all I need to say. It's good to see you guys. This is like old school days. Love it. Love it. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Layla. You guys rock my world. Thank you. Ciao. Ciao for now. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your weekend.